I've had a lot of people come to me and ask me, hey, George, what do I actually do once I know that I'm ready to start looking at properties? I don't know. I've been running in circles trying to figure out what steps should I do? Should I go on Airbnb? Is there any other platform I should go on? Like, what do I actually do? What are the step-by-step processes of being able to acquire and find the proper research? So what I'm going to do is, you know what I do best? I'm going to create a video on it. Okay. So in this video, what I'm going to be talking about is really just what the actual structure should look like when you're looking at getting your Airbnb. So quick thing about me. So if you're new here, my name is George. I'm a six-figure Airbnb host, been doing it for a couple of years now, helping people do it. It doesn't even matter. But I've learned a lot of things along the way, and the way I have structured my business is to look at very high profitable properties first. So I don't do the model where you get 175 apartments just to make a couple of $100 a month from each. No, we look at bigger properties, and that's going to be important because that's where the market research is going to be of the most essence. It's really just, okay, if you're looking at these bigger properties, if you're looking at getting profitable properties, your market research might take a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth it because it'll be more profitable. So I'm not rushing through it, but let's dive in. The first thing you want to think about is, what is your intention with this? Are you getting an Airbnb property in your city and you want to find the best houses in your city? Or are you looking to start Airbnb in a city that you think is going to be close by but profitable? So you can find that balance of, maybe you're okay driving an hour away. Maybe you're okay having a property 30 minutes away, or an hour away, or 2 hours away, even 4 hours away, or even in the other side of the country, or even another country. Yes, it's possible. But that's going to differentiate how you start your market research and rank them from top to bottom on which one is going to be the best performing versus the one that isn't going to be the best performing. So start on Airbnb, find the top performing properties, rank them out, then go back on Airbnb and actually go and find these markets and take a look at the market and see what kind of houses and the top performing properties in these houses. So you go back on Airbnb. And now, for those who are looking in their own city, this is where it applies to you. What you want to do then is look for the top performing properties within that city. So there's a few ways to do this. What I usually do is, depending on how big of the house you're looking at, you go 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, okay? And then you look for the top 3 properties that you find, or top 5 properties, and then you go 1 week out and see if you can still find those listings as well. And you go 2, 3 weeks out and see if you can still find those listings. Or another way you can do this is to go 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks out and just look for the top performing properties. Once you've found these top performing properties, what I want you to do is start wish listing them. So you can either find the top performing properties or even the ones that catch your attention, because at the end of the day, you're going to be looking as someone who's looking to stay in these places as well. You're looking at this like a potential guest. Start wish listing these places. What does that mean? You will see a heart that you can put at the bottom of every listing. Just put hearts on every single one of them, and I'll tell you why later. But start putting hearts and look at 10, 15, 20. I'd suggest going up to like 30, even 40 if you're in a good market, and just start putting hearts on every single one of them. And I'm going to tell you why right now. But before I do that, what I actually want you to do is go to AirDNA and find these listings on AirDNA. You can actually go on AirDNA, go to market research, and actually just look at these listings. You can either go based on review counts or even based off of revenue. You can find some of these listings and see how much they're making. You go there, you find these listings to get an idea if they're actually performing. So once you have that, then you go back on Airbnb. Let's kind of recap just to make sure we're on track. You go on AirDNA, look at the top 5 markets if you're looking at different markets to get into. Then you go back on Airbnb to find the top performing properties in that city that you've chosen. So if you're looking at different cities, you do this for all the different cities you're looking at. So you go back to Airbnb, you find the top performing properties, and then you wish list all of those top performing properties. And I'd recommend choosing 20, 30, 40, just wish listing all of those properties. And then an option that you have from there is going back to AirDNA. Once you're in AirDNA, try to find these properties that you've wish listed so you can actually get an idea of how much revenue they're bringing in. That's 5. Then 6, what I want you to do is go back on Airbnb. Why? When you go on wish list, you can actually go on wish list, and then you can actually go on your settings tab and find the wish listed properties you found. What you're going to do now is, once you do that, it's actually going to give you a geographical location of only the houses that you have wish listed. Now get this, it's actually really cool. When you go and look at that and you have that map in front of you, you're going to be able to find a spread of all the houses that you wish listed. Now what you want to do is you want to go and look at the smaller pockets to find which areas have the most condensed amount of listings in that area. Because what is that going to tell you? Out of those properties, you find the ones that are profitable, and now you're able to find the geographical location, and now you're able to find similarities. Things start to make sense because you're finding all these profitable properties in similar pockets. If there isn't as many, just zoom out a little bit, problem solved. But you're gonna start finding similarities. Like, things are gonna start making a little bit more sense. You're gonna start finding some similarities. You're gonna start finding some congruencies between what you're looking at in these places. Then what you want to do is you want to go on Zillow or Rent Fast or any of these platforms to look for houses, and just look for houses specifically in that area. This will probably be the longest step because every day there's going to be new houses being rented out or being sold or coming into the market. So it is going to take the longest part trying to figure out and trying to find that right property. But now that you have that geographical location, you stay there. You just keep finding properties in that area. And you're only looking for properties that are going to be in that target area and with a target revenue that you want to accomplish, whether that's going to be a lot of money and you want to get the bigger properties, you want to get 6 figures, or if you want to start a little bit smaller, you're looking for that exact property. And how do you confirm that? By going to Airbnb and going to the profitability calculator to be able to calculate these numbers. Now, what you want to do is start actually calling these landlords and start telling them exactly what you do, what service you provide, and that's going to be a whole nother video. But hopefully that gives you some context as to what the actual step-by-step process looks like. If you guys found this information valuable, please let me know, just so I know that I'm doing at least something right, and I can do more videos like this, just giving you inside information as to what the actual realities of being an Airbnb host. So I'll see you in the next one, and peace.